Found that cassette in the basement yesterday. The one you made me in '89. The label's smudged, but I can read your writing. For late night drives, underlined twice. I haven't owned a tape deck in 15 years, but I kept it in a box of things I can't explain. I drove to my brother's just to hear it. He still got that old stereo with the double tape. Side B still plays, even after all this time and where. I can hear your voice between the songs, saying, wait, this part's the best. Side B still plays, and for 45 minutes I'm back there, when the world fit on 90 minutes of tape. Side B still plays. You recorded it off the radio. I can hear the DJ talking at the end, and that skip on track 3 where the original record must have been scratched. There's a song on here I'd forgotten about, one we used to sing driving home from the lake. Your hand out the window catching air, both of us off key, but we didn't care. Side B still plays, even after all this time and where. I can hear your voice between the songs, saying, wait, this part's the best. Side B still plays, and for 45 minutes I'm back there, when the world fit on 90 minutes of tape. Side B still plays. It's not about the music really, though every song hits different now. It's knowing that you sat there, pressing pause and record, trying to get the timing right, trying to make something that would last. The tape warbles a little on the slow songs, magnetic strip wearing thin, but it made it this long somehow, longer than a lot of things did. I don't know where you are these days. Last I heard you moved out west, but I've got this piece of you still here, wound up tight in plastic reels. Side B still plays, even after all this time and where. I can still hear who we were in the silence between tracks. Side B still plays, and for 45 minutes I'm back there, when forever felt like 90 minutes long. Side B still plays. Side B still plays. It still plays. Side B still plays. waiting for the DJ to stop talking through the intro. Got it halfway through the first verse, but I kept it anyway. Didn't want to let it go. You'd call me up when you heard something good. Quick turn to 104, they're playing it right now. We'd both record it on our separate tapes, then compare them later to see whose came out better somehow. Songs we recorded off the radio, with our names and the date written on the side. Static and all, we didn't mind the DJ's voice bleeding in at the end. Those imperfect copies that we played until they died. Songs we recorded off the radio. I'd make a list throughout the week of everything I needed to catch. Set my alarm for the countdown show, had the volume just right so my mom wouldn't hear the click of the latch. Top 40 Saturdays and late night dedication hours, when they play the deep cuts and the older stuff. My tape collection labeled by mood and season. Summer '91, winter mix when life gets tough. Songs we recorded off the radio, with our names and the date written on the side. Static and all, we didn't mind the DJ's voice bleeding in at the end. Those imperfect copies that we played until they died. Songs we recorded off the radio. And I've got every song ever made right here in my pocket, crystal clear. But I never know what's coming next, and nothing feels as earned as it did back there. Remember trying to time it so we'd miss the commercials, or recording through them 'cause we couldn't risk the wait. Every tape was like a little archaeology, layers of songs and stations, things we tried to save. Found one last month cleaning out the garage, fall '88, and blue ink on the spine. Put it in my kid's old boombox, and for a minute there, I swear I traveled back in time. Songs we recorded off the radio, with our names and the date written on the side. Static and all, we didn't mind the DJ's voice bleeding in at the end. Those imperfect copies that we played until they died. Songs we recorded off the radio. Yeah, songs we recorded off the radio. We'd sit there waiting, finger on the dial. Songs we recorded off the radio, made them out for a little while. can still hear that sound in my sleep, the mechanical click of the play button down, that half second of silence and tape hiss before the first note would come around. Used to lie there in the dark with my Walkman on, rewinding to hear my favorite part again. That little click, and we're between each time, like a promise that the song was about to begin. That click before the music starts, the sound of something about to happen, a breath between the waiting and the song, that tiny moment when you're already gone. That click before the music starts, I can still feel it in my heart. In the car, pushing the tape into the deck, it would pull it in and make that settling sound. Then silence for just a beat before your voice or the drums would come unwound. At parties, someone switching out the cassette, that pause while everyone wait around, the anticipation hanging in the room, then the click, and everyone would settle down. That click before the music starts, the sound of something about to happen, a breath between the waiting and the song, that tiny moment when you're already gone. That click before the music starts, I can still feel it in my heart. Now the music just appears, no warning, no mechanical prayer, just silence and then sound, but something's missing there. That little ritual of waiting that proved something was real, the physical machinery of memory, and how it made you feel. Sometimes I miss that pause before the payoff, the way you had to be patient for the thing you loved, how the click meant you were about to go somewhere, even if you never left the room you were in. Found my old tape player in a box last week, put in a tape just to hear that sound again. That click, that hiss, that moment right before, when everything felt like it was about to begin. That click before the music starts, the sound of something about to happen, a breath between the waiting and the song, that tiny moment when you're already gone. That click before the music starts, I can still feel it in my heart. Yeah, that click before the music starts, that beautiful mechanical heart, that click before the music starts. the best part.